The British monarchy is once again at a crossroads, with recent developments raising questions about the future of the throne. King Charles, who ascended the throne after Queen Elizabeth's passing, is now facing serious health challenges that are forcing the royal family to rethink their next steps. As his health declines, Prince William is increasingly stepping into the spotlight, taking on more responsibilities and winning public support. Is the monarchy on the brink of a major transformation? King Charles' health has become a major concern for both the royal family and the British public. Recent reports revealed that the king has been diagnosed with cancer, a shocking development that has left many questioning his ability to continue his royal duties. Initially, Buckingham Palace released limited details, confirming only that the king was receiving treatment. This lack of transparency has fueled public speculation, with many wondering just how serious his condition truly is. Throughout his life, King Charles has demonstrated a deep commitment to his royal responsibilities, often mirroring his mother, Queen Elizabeth's dedication. Even now, amid his health struggles, he continues to attend state functions and perform his duties. However, the physical toll is evident. Observers have noted that his once vigorous presence now appears more subdued, and his energy levels seem significantly reduced. Medical experts familiar with cancer treatments have highlighted the physical and emotional strain that such a diagnosis can impose. Rigorous therapies, fatigue, and the stress of maintaining a public persona during illness can weaken even the most resilient individuals. For King Charles, the demands of the monarchy add an extra layer of pressure, making it increasingly difficult to balance health and duty. As the public becomes more aware of the severity of Charles' condition, there is growing debate about the future of the monarchy. While many admire his dedication to continuing his duties, others feel it may be time for him to consider stepping back. This sentiment is amplified as Prince William takes on more responsibilities, preparing to step in when needed. The monarchy must now carefully navigate this delicate situation, balancing respect for King Charles' dedication with the need for a stable leadership transition will be essential. As the nation watches, the uncertainty surrounding the king's health has inevitably sparked discussions about the future of the British crown. Despite his declining health, King Charles remains steadfast in his commitment to serving the nation. Since taking the throne, he has made it clear that he intends to fulfill his duties as long as possible, despite the personal challenges he faces. This determination has drawn both admiration and concern, as many question whether his dedication could ultimately compromise his well-being. King Charles has always approached his role with a sense of duty rooted in tradition. Unlike his mother, Queen Elizabeth, who was known for her unwavering neutrality, Charles has been more vocal about issues he cares about. His passion for environmental protection, social justice, and global peace has been evident throughout his public life. Even now, as he grapples with illness, he continues to advocate for these causes. However, the strain is becoming increasingly apparent. Recent public appearances have shown a visibly tired and weakened king, prompting discussions about whether he can continue at this pace. The public, while supportive, is beginning to express concerns about whether his health should take precedence over his sense of duty. Some royal experts suggest that a temporary step back might be in the best interest of both the king and the monarchy. Queen Camilla has played a pivotal role in supporting Charles, often accompanying him during official engagements and managing tasks behind the scenes to reduce his workload. Her calm presence has been a reassuring force, but even with her support, the challenges are mounting. As Charles insists on carrying out his responsibilities, the monarchy faces a delicate balancing act. The desire to honor his lifelong commitment to duty must be weighed against the practicalities of his current health. Should the king take a step back or continue to push forward despite the risks? This question lingers as the public and the palace navigate this uncertain chapter. With King Charles facing ongoing health challenges, Prince William is stepping up more visibly within the monarchy. Traditionally seen as the heir patiently waiting his turn, William has now become a central figure actively participating in leadership. His recent increase in duties reflects a strategic effort to prepare him for a potential transition, even if that moment comes sooner than expected. In the past year, William has taken on more public engagements. representing the royal family at key events and handling responsibilities that previously fell solely to his father. From attending international conferences to leading charitable initiatives, he is increasingly seen as the face of a modern monarchy. His calm, collected demeanor and commitment to addressing social issues have only strengthened his public image. One of William's most significant responsibilities has been managing initiatives that align with his vision for a modern monarchy. Unlike his father's focus on global diplomacy and environmental advocacy, William prioritizes local issues, mental health, and support for veterans. This practical and community-driven approach has resonated well with the public, particularly among younger generations who often feel disconnected from traditional royal customs. William's willingness to address modern challenges directly contrasts with the more reserved approach historically taken by senior royals. His hands-on involvement in mental health campaigns and community support programs shows his commitment to making the monarchy more relatable and relevant. This shift has been positively received, with many viewing him as a future king who truly understands the needs of his people. Although William's role is expanding, he remains mindful of his father's position. His approach is respectful and supportive rather than assertive, ensuring that he is seen as a cooperative figure rather than an ambitious successor. This balance between stepping up and honoring his father's legacy has helped maintain family unity while preparing for a potentially significant leadership transition. Prince William's leadership style has significantly reshaped the public perception of the monarchy. Unlike his predecessors, William has embraced a more modern and approachable way of interacting with the public. His focus on issues like mental health, environmental protection, and social justice reflects a shift towards a more relevant and compassionate form of leadership. This change has not only increased his popularity, but also positioned him as a future king who resonates with contemporary values. One of the most impactful aspects of William's approach is his commitment to mental health awareness. Alongside Princess Catherine, he spearheaded the Heads Together campaign, which aimed to reduce the stigma surrounding mental health issues. His willingness to discuss personal challenges openly marked a departure from the traditionally stoic image of royalty. This honesty made him more relatable and broke down barriers between the monarchy and the public. In addition to his work on mental health, William has continued his father's environmental advocacy, but with a more pragmatic twist. His Earthshot Prize, launched in 2020, encourages innovative solutions to environmental challenges, blending royal tradition with modern action. Unlike King Charles, who often focused on raising awareness, William prioritizes practical and achievable goals. This distinction has been well received, especially by younger generations who value tangible results. William's approach also includes building direct connections with the public through community involvement. He regularly visits local charities, meets with young people, and supports veterans' initiatives. This hands-on engagement has humanized him, reinforcing his image as a leader who genuinely cares about real issues. While maintaining respect for tradition, William's modern approach signals a potential shift in how the monarchy operates. As his influence grows, he continues to bridge the gap between royal customs and the expectations of a modern public. This careful balance of honoring the past while embracing the future may be the key to sustaining the monarchy's relevance in the 21st century. Public support for Prince William has surged in recent years, with many Britons increasingly seeing him as the future of the monarchy. In contrast, King Charles's popularity has seen a decline, particularly as his health issues have come to light. Polls consistently show that William's approval rating significantly surpasses his father's, reflecting a shift in how the public perceives royal leadership. William's modern approach to royal duties has played a crucial role in this changing perception. His focus on relatable social issues, such as mental health and community support, has made the monarchy feel more accessible and relevant. Unlike the more traditional and formal public image often associated with King Charles, William's hands-on involvement in social causes makes him appear more grounded and in touch with everyday concerns. Younger generations in particular are drawn to William's openness and proactive stance. His willingness to address contemporary challenges, from climate change to mental well-being, resonates with those who feel that the monarchy must evolve to stay significant. This modern appeal starkly contrasts with the reserved and somewhat distant image that has historically characterized royal figures. However, not everyone supports this shift. Some traditionalists believe that Charles' dedication and lifelong preparation for the throne warrant continued respect. They argue that his commitment to long-term global issues, like environmental preservation, should not be overshadowed by William's more localized efforts. Despite this, the overall sentiment increasingly favors William's dynamic and approachable leadership. As public support continues to grow, the monarchy faces a critical decision. Balancing the desire for modernity with the need to respect tradition will be crucial in maintaining the institution's stability. If William continues to gain favor, the transition to his reign could be smoother and more widely accepted, marking a new chapter in the monarchy's evolution. Queen Camilla has become a pivotal figure in maintaining stability within the monarchy as King Charles faces health challenges. Once viewed with skepticism by the public, Camilla has gradually earned respect through her unwavering support and dedication to both Charles and the crown. As Charles continues to fulfill his duties despite his illness, Camilla's role as his primary support has become increasingly essential. Public perception of Camilla has evolved significantly over the years. Initially, her relationship with Charles faced intense scrutiny, but as she took on more royal duties, public sentiment softened. Her consistent presence at official events and her genuine dedication to charitable causes have helped reshape her image. Today, she is seen not just as Charles' wife, but as a dependable and hard-working royal. In light of Charles' declining health, Camilla has stepped up, managing more public engagements on his behalf and providing support during appearances where his energy seems diminished. She has demonstrated resilience and commitment, qualities that have resonated positively with many royal observers. Behind the scenes, she plays a crucial role in managing the king's schedule, ensuring that he can continue to meet his obligations without overexerting himself. Camilla's commitment to her husband's well-being extends beyond public appearances. Those close to the royal family note her calming influence and her ability to maintain a sense of normalcy during turbulent times. This steadiness has been invaluable as the monarchy navigates this uncertain phase. As the public continues to assess the future of the monarchy, Camilla's role as a supportive consort and dedicated public figure is more important than ever. Her ability to balance her duties with her personal support for Charles has reinforced her place within the royal family, earning her a level of respect that seemed unlikely in earlier years. Prince William faces a critical challenge as he increasingly takes on royal duties, balancing the monarchy's centuries-old traditions with the need to modernize. The British royal family has always been rooted in customs, and any deviation from tradition can prompt resistance, particularly from older generations and staunch royalists. However, William understands that for the monarchy to stay relevant, it must adapt to contemporary expectations while maintaining respect for its historic roots. Unlike his father, King Charles, who has spent decades focusing on environmental activism and global issues, William's leadership style is more community-focused. He prioritizes mental health awareness, veteran support, and social issues, bringing the monarchy closer to everyday people. This modern and relatable approach distinguishes him from past generations, who often maintained a more distant and formal public presence. William's Earthshot Prize, launched in 2020, exemplifies his practical approach to environmentalism. Instead of merely raising awareness, the initiative encourages innovative solutions, promoting actionable steps to combat climate change. His commitment to finding realistic solutions, rather than just discussing global issues, has garnered praise, particularly among younger audiences who value concrete action over symbolic gestures. Yet William is careful not to entirely abandon royal tradition. He acknowledges the importance of preserving the dignity and historical significance of the monarchy while also addressing modern social challenges. His approach is a thoughtful blend of honoring the past and embracing change, a balance that resonates well with a public eager for a more relatable monarchy. However, this approach has not been without challenges. Some within the royal establishment feel that modernizing too quickly could undermine the monarchy's foundational values. Critics argue that in his pursuit of modernity, William risks losing the respect of older generations who value tradition. Nevertheless, his efforts to modernize without dismissing tradition have positioned him as a forward-thinking leader prepared to guide the monarchy through the 21st century. As the monarchy continues to evolve, William's ability to balance tradition with progress will be essential. His growing role reflects a careful strategy to maintain relevance without sacrificing the institution's core values, a task that will define his future as king. As King Charles's health continues to decline, his ability to maintain the monarchy's diplomatic presence has come under scrutiny. Historically, the British royal family has remained politically neutral, a tradition maintained rigorously by Queen Elizabeth throughout her 70-year reign. However, King Charles has taken a more outspoken approach, particularly regarding global conflicts and human rights, which has sparked controversy. One of the most notable instances occurred when Charles openly condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine, labeling it a violation of international law. While his stance was praised by Western leaders, it was met with backlash from Russia, where officials viewed his comments as interference. The Kremlin criticized his words as politically inappropriate for a monarch, emphasizing that royalty should remain neutral in international disputes. Charles' vocal support for Ukraine marked a departure from the late Queen's diplomatic strategy, raising questions about the monarchy's role in modern politics. This situation also highlighted the challenge of balancing personal beliefs with the constitutional expectation of impartiality. As Britain's head of state, Charles' words carry significant weight, and any perceived political bias could strain international relationships. In addition to Russia, Charles's stance on human rights in China has also stirred tensions. His long-standing advocacy for Tibetan autonomy and Hong Kong's democracy has put him at odds with Beijing. Chinese officials have expressed discomfort with his outspoken support for human rights, suggesting it complicates diplomatic relations. In contrast, Prince William has been far more cautious. His focus on community engagement and domestic issues has allowed him to maintain a more neutral public profile. While Charles's passion for advocacy reflects his personal convictions, William's measured approach signals a commitment to royal impartiality, which many see as essential to maintaining the monarchy's diplomatic standing. As William prepares for a more prominent role, his ability to handle complex international issues with discretion will be vital. Balancing advocacy with tradition will be crucial in ensuring that the monarchy remains respected both at home and abroad. The royal family dynamic is undergoing significant changes as Prince William takes on more responsibilities amid King Charles' health struggles. Traditionally seen as the supportive heir, William now finds himself actively involved in leadership roles, carefully balancing respect for his father with the need to prepare for future responsibilities. This evolving role requires tact and sensitivity, especially within the family structure. As King Charles' health has declined, William has gradually assumed duties that once exclusively belonged to the monarch. Representing the crown at state functions, meeting with global leaders, and managing royal initiatives are now part of his expanding role. Yet, he has been careful to frame his involvement as supportive rather than overreaching, maintaining respect for his father's position. Managing family dynamics during this transition has been challenging. William is keenly aware that any perceived power shift could create tension within the royal household. His relationship with his father remains one of mutual respect, but the reality of succession discussions inevitably introduces a layer of complexity. To maintain harmony, William has consistently expressed support for Charles, emphasizing his commitment to helping rather than taking over. Princess Catherine also plays a crucial part in this transitional period. As William takes on more public roles, Catherine has increased her presence at charity events and state functions, reinforcing their united front. Her involvement in community projects complements William's leadership, showcasing a modern, relatable approach to royal duties. Despite the challenges, William has also been mindful of maintaining ties with his brother Prince Harry. Though their relationship has faced strain, William understands the importance of keeping family connections intact. Publicly, he has avoided criticizing Harry, focusing instead on upholding the family's image. As William balances growing responsibilities with familial respect, his ability to maintain unity while preparing for the future will be crucial. Demonstrating leadership without undermining his father's authority is a delicate task, but one that William seems committed to handling with grace and consideration. Prince William's entire life has been shaped by the knowledge that he would one day become king. From a young age, he was prepared for the role, receiving education in diplomacy, leadership, and public service. Unlike his father, who had decades to prepare, William may need to step up much sooner than expected due to King Charles' health challenges. This sudden shift has accelerated his transition from heir to an active leader. Over the past few years, William has visibly embraced more significant responsibilities, signaling his readiness to take on the monarchy's demands. His public engagements have increased, and he has taken a leading role in addressing modern issues such as mental health and environmental sustainability. These initiatives not only demonstrate his commitment to service, but also reflect his desire to modernize the monarchy while respecting its traditions. William's practical approach to leadership distinguishes him from his father. While Charles has been deeply involved in global advocacy, William's focus is more localized and community-driven. This difference in approach resonates well with younger generations, who see William as more relatable and grounded. His practical, solution-focused mindset contrasts with the broader, more philosophical perspective that has characterized his father's public life. One of William's strongest assets is his partnership with Princess Catherine. Their teamwork and mutual support have strengthened public confidence in the future of the monarchy. Together, they project an image of stability and modernity, balancing the royal family's historical legacy with a vision for the future. As William continues to take on more duties, his calm and collected demeanor signals his readiness for the challenges ahead. While the transition from heir to king may come unexpectedly, his preparedness and thoughtful leadership suggest he is well equipped to guide the monarchy through a new era. The British public's desire for change within the monarchy has grown significantly as King Charles's health issues persist. Polls consistently show that Prince William's approval rating far exceeds that of his father, with many citizens expressing a preference for William's modern approach to leadership. This shift reflects a broader sentiment that the monarchy must adapt to the realities of 21st century Britain. Younger generations in particular are drawn to William's relatable and proactive style. His focus on social issues, mental health awareness, and community involvement aligns more closely with contemporary values. In contrast, King Charles's traditional and somewhat formal approach appears increasingly outdated to those who expect a more personal and engaged monarchy. Even among older generations who traditionally support the continuity of the monarchy, there is growing acceptance that William represents the future. His ability to address pressing social concerns while maintaining a respectful nod to tradition has helped bridge the gap between old and new. As public support continues to shift, there is a sense that William's time as king could come sooner than anticipated. As the monarchy contemplates its next steps, balancing public expectations with respect for tradition remains vital. William's increasing role and modern approach signal a potential new era, one where the monarchy remains relevant while respecting its heritage.